Hey guys, and we're back with another bro react. How's everyone doing? How's your mental health? Are you okay? If you're going through something, speak to someone. If you don't want to speak to someone and you think you can get through yourself, do your thing. You know what I mean? But your man them are there for you, your girl them are there for you. Yeah? Now let's get into this. So I'm on YouTube, doing my thing on YouTube. I like watching like crime stuff on YouTube, but everyone does. I think all psychopaths. Anyway, so I'm watching this thing on YouTube now, and I see a headline. Like, okay. Then let me read it to you before I show it to you. Woman gets life for flying across the country to kill ex new girlfriend. Exactly. Nuts. Absolute. So, how far? Like this to the women, or even the man them. If your partner dumps you and gets a new person, are you stalking the ex? Like, are you stalking the ex? Because I really want to know if you're stalking the ex. Because that's crazy. When I'm stalking no one. That is, yeah. Hey, let's go. One second. Let's get the actual story. Sorry guys, my apologies. I gotta clip that out.
Straighten my teeth in as little as 4 to 6 months from
I'm gonna
just
remove
£38 a month.
She will serve the remainder of her life in prison.
Sorry. I'm just trying to find the actual story of what happened.
The jury found Sakiyna Thompson guilty of killing 23-year-old Kayla Hodgson in
Hey, listen.
2022. Prosecutors argue Thompson surprised Hodgson at her Tamarack apartment.
Every story has a face. Every face hides a truth. Like, comment, and subscribe. Let's uncover it. July 2022. A single blocked notification on social media. That's all it took. A woman boards a plane from New York City to South Florida, not for vacation, not to visit family, but for something far darker. Within hours of landing, a 23-year-old waitress would be found stabbed to death in her apartment.
Crazy.
The killer, someone she'd never met in person. What started as a digital dispute ended in blood and a murder trial that would expose how online jealousy can transform into real-world.
It's not worth it. It's not worth it. She flew. She had enough time to say, you know what? I'm tripping. I'm bugging out. But instead, she paid her money, flew to another county, another state. That is crazy.
Violence. This is the story of Sakiyna Thompson. Tamarack,
When a woman wants you dead, a woman wants you dead.
Florida. Summer 2022.
Confronted her about the two of them dating the same man and then stabbed her.
Recipes to the
Kayla
young woman.
Hodgson lived in Tamarack Village Apartments.
Beautiful.
At 23 years old, she worked as a waitress, building a life one
Beautiful.
shift at a time. She was dating someone.
Beautiful woman. Wow. Look at that.
A man whose name would become the invisible thread connecting two women who'd never spoken, never argued face to face, never had a chance to walk away from what was building between them. 1,500 miles north in Springfield Gardens, Queens, New York, lived Sakiyna Thompson. Late 20s, with a history that made prosecutors take notes. She had a connection to the same man Kayla was now seeing. Thompson had been involved with him first. Past tense.
Past tense. It means it's over. You're the past. You know, leave them alone. You can't find it doesn't make any sense. How much jealousy does someone need to have? Because we've seen, you know what I mean? You've heard stories from certain areas. So and so killed so and so because of this. And you think, because of what? And then the person trying to justify why. What are you talking why are you killing, bro? You know what I mean? Someone might see you walk down the road looking fresh, looking clean. And they want to come and mess with you. For what? And then you crash out. Listen, I just don't leave everyone. Look, if you're in a relationship and it fails, move on. Move on. Move on. The floor is yours, Sanaima. Sakanaima. Sayings. Anyway, let's continue this.
But here's the thing about modern breakups. They don't really end. Not when social media exists.
Ooh,
Not when you can still see your ex's life unfolding in
Rest
real
in
time
peace, sir.
through tagged photos and relationship status updates. And Thompson was watching. She was watching when the man moved on, watching Kayla Hodgson appear in his photos, smiling and happy. She cataloged every post,
That's scary. I'm not gonna say the person's name, yeah, but she had a app on her phone. So, for example, if you message her on WhatsApp and you delete it, yeah, let's say you wrote something wrong, or you sent it to the wrong person, and you delete it before she even sees it. She has an app that will keep every message. So the moment it lands in her inbox, boop, and you delete it, nope, it's already saved into the other app. Yeah, boy.
every comment, every digital breadcrumb of their new relationship. The friction point came when Kayla, tired of the messages or the hovering digital shadow, made a decision that seemed simple at the time. She blocked Thompson on social media. One click, one
There's not a laughing matter though, I'm just talking about my story.
boundary. One digital door slammed shut.
Hodgson's family cried tears of joy in the courtroom Tuesday.
For most people, a block is an inconvenience. For Thompson, it became something else entirely, because being blocked didn't make Thompson disappear. It made her plan a trip.
That's
You won't believe what
crazy.
investigators would find in her.
She blocked her and she flies out and kills her. What? Yo, America is different, bro. America is different.
Search history. But first, you need to see what happened on the night of the 13th of July. July 13th, 2022, Tamarack, Florida. The call came in after dark. Neighbors had heard something. The kind of sounds that make people debate whether to call 911 or convince themselves it's nothing. Someone made the call. When police arrived at Kayla Hodgson's apartment, they found a scene that would haunt even experienced officers. Kayla had been stabbed multiple times. The attack was brutal, personal, the kind of violence that speaks to rage that had been building for weeks, feeding on itself in the quiet hours. She was 23 years old.
Hot.
Now,
Beautiful young lady.
the apartment told a story. Blood patterns suggested a struggle. But here's what made detectives stop. There were signs that someone had tried to clean up. They'd stayed. They'd attempted to erase their presence to buy time. Investigators found something that would crack the case wide open. Clothing. Bloody clothes that had been changed out of...
Jealous. Because she's beautiful. Jealous to the point where you rage all this anger. She didn't know you. She didn't know you. She did not know you. You're just messing with the same guy. Well, your ex-partner anyway. and he moved on. Well, it seems like someone more driven, more beautiful, and it ate you inside. Man, that's evil, man. See, that's type of, bro.
Discarded, left behind in the panic of escape.
Over 2 hours of testifying in her own defense, Sakiyna Thompson told jurors she was jealous of the relationship her boyfriend had with the victim.
Crime scene technicians photographed everything. They collected DNA samples. They bagged evidence with the kind of methodical care that comes from knowing courtroom battles are won on a chain of custody. Meanwhile, someone had fled. Someone who'd flown from New York specifically to be here, who'd tracked down an address and walked up to an apartment door. Kayla Hodgson was dead, and the person responsible had made one critical mistake. They'd left evidence behind. DNA evidence. Digital evidence. The kind of trail that modern forensics can follow like breadcrumbs, leading investigators straight to a doorstep in
So
You won't
sad.
believe how quickly the police identified their suspect. Within days of Kayla's murder, investigators had a name, Sakiyna Thompson. The forensic evidence was damning. DNA from the bloody clothing matched Thompson's profile. But it wasn't just physical evidence. It was digital evidence that told a detailed story. Phone records showed Thompson had purchased a plane ticket from New York to Fort Lauderdale. Location data placed her phone in Tamarack around the time of the murder. Search history revealed something chilling. She'd been researching Kayla's address, looking up the apartment complex.
That's crazy.
planning this confrontation.
That's why I don't like my address being online. I don't like my address being online. Do you know how crazy that is where she has gone online, found her address. You can pay a bit of money off some websites and it'll show you your full address and who lives there. Nah.
With premeditation.
A little, I guess you could say, jealous and like insecure.
Thompson admitted to flying from
Get anything into
to
here?
Tamarack in
Get
July
anything into here?
2022, in part to confront Hodgson about
Fish
the
face,
relationship.
bro.
This wasn't spontaneous. This was calculated. A woman who'd boarded a plane with a mission, who'd traveled 1,500 miles because a social media block had become an unbearable
A
insult.
block.
On July 25th, 2022, just 12 days after
Imagine if someone actually pushed her. Ha! She would have killed her family. She just blocked her. What's wrong with it?
Kayla's murder, a warrant was issued for Thompson's arrest. Broward County prosecutors charged her with first-degree murder, the kind that requires proving premeditation, which carries the possibility of life in prison. By early August, NYPD officers surrounded Thompson's residence in Queens. She was taken into custody without incident. Broward County authorities began extradition proceedings to bring her back to Florida. The arrest made headlines. Woman flies from NYC to kill ex's new girlfriend captured the absurdity and horror in equal measure. Kayla's family released a statement expressing relief that an arrest had been made, but acknowledging that no amount of justice would bring their daughter back.
I know,
They
sad,
described
man.
her as kind, hardworking, someone who'd simply had the misfortune of dating the wrong person's ex. The community rallied. Vigils were held. Candles were lit outside the apartment complex.
This video shows Thompson showing up unexpectedly at Hodgson's Tamarack apartment at 4 o'clock in the morning.
People felt the weight of her absence, the senselessness of a life cut short because someone couldn't let go.
I know.
But here's where the case takes its most dramatic turn.
Oh.
When Thompson finally stood trial, she didn't deny being at the apartment. She didn't deny the confrontation. She claimed self-defense. You won't believe what she testified to on the stand. The trial, October 2025. More than 3 years after Kayla Hodgson's murder.
Oh.
The courtroom was packed. Kayla's family sat in the front row, faces etched with grief, eyes locked on the woman accused of taking their daughter. Sakiyna Thompson sat at the defense table, about to make a risky decision. She was going to testify. She took the stand and told a story that painted her as the victim. According to Thompson's testimony, she went to Kayla's apartment to talk, to have a conversation she claimed was meant to be peaceful. But when she arrived, things escalated.
She just starts grabbing my hair and punching me. And I'm on the floor. I'm kicking. I'm trying to get up to fight back at this point because now it's a fight.
Lime.
Thompson testified. Kayla attacked her with a hookah glass, heavy enough to be a weapon, sharp enough when broken to cause injury. Everyone in that courtroom knew what was coming. Life in prison, the ultimate consequence for a crime that started with a
Death.
blocked notification and ended with a knife. Sakiyna Thompson now faces life in prison for the first-degree murder of Kayla Hodgson. With the guilty verdict delivered, the appeals process will likely drag on for years, but the outcome is clear. Thompson will spend the rest of her life behind bars, a permanent reminder that...
Bruv, jealousy, love, relationship ain't that deep, big man. It's not. Like, we... What? Do you know how crazy that is? That is crazy. That is crazy. That is crazy. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching this video. The prison floor for you, young lady. The prison floor for you. Oi.